Good morning, people. Welcome to build day 26. We're getting down toward the end of it. We're working on low voltage. Finally. Start making this haunt come alive. Today's agenda. First and foremost are the ponds in the water room. I've got to get the hose out, hook it up to the back of the house because I can't get to the faucet in front of the house. And we've got to stretch it all the way through the maze into the black light room on the other side of that wall and start filling ponds and getting the dye in. While the ponds are filling, I'm going to be working on the photo op and getting it finished. As far as finishing, I've got a speaker to put in there, and I got to run the cable car up to the front porch. And we've got to get hay in the display, and then this display is done. So we're getting close. Then we're going to be working on the front end. We've got to get the pillars all lit up and working, the signs highlighted. That's going to be circuit 2. Once all that is done, and I should be able to get it all done today with no problem, we are going to come in here and we're going to start doing the graveyard and the mausoleum. And we need to get the various motors, low voltage motors hooked up, the scuba boo board in, everything lit up, and get this display totally finished along with its hay. And that's the goal for today, is I want to get to this point here. The graveyard is going to take a while. There's a lot of lighting in there. It's more lighting than anything else, and that's a lot of wiring. Okay, on the ponds, I haven't got the hose running. Wanted to talk about how I dye the water so it fluoresces. I've used 3 different products so far. One's called Atomic Glow. Comes in a 5-ounce bottle. It's about $6 a bottle. Stuff works really, really good. But to do the ponds, for the size I have them this year, would take 7 bottles of the stuff. So it's fairly expensive at $6 a pop. So that's what I originally was using. I started doing some experimenting here a couple years back and went to Wildfire and was buying their stuff. They do a lot of work with fluorescence, both in paint, dye, water dyes and stuff. Their paints are great, extremely expensive, but good stuff. The water dyes are crap. They're a waste of money. They don't work worth a shit. Don't waste your money on Wildfire water dye. And then during chat I was complaining about the Wildfire stuff. Diablo happened to be in the room and he recommended dye tablets. These are a plumber's little thing. They use them for testing leaks. You drop it down your drain, turn the water on, and then the plumber can go around with a handheld blacklight, check the pipes, and look for leaks, because if it's leaking, it has these in it, it will glow. And he suggested using these. So I used these last year for the first time. It worked almost as good as the Atomic Glow. It worked great. Nice thing is, this bottle costs the same amount as Wildfire. I mean, not Wildfire, but as the Atomic Glow. It's $6 for this bottle. This thing here probably come close to filling dyeing a swimming pool easy and still have pills left. This goes a long way. My ponds were twice the size last year, and here I'll show you this other bottle. That's a full bottle. That's what the bottles look like when you get them. Okay, I used that much of a bottle last year in my ponds, and like I said, my ponds were twice the size of what they were, what they are this year. The only problem I found with that is they need agitation to dissolve. You just drop the pills in and they dissolve in the water. If there's not a lot of agitation though, they won't dissolve all the way. So this year I'm going to do a little differently. When I go to add those to the pool, I'm going to actually fill up a bucket a little ways. I'll drop the amount of pills in that I need, and then I've got a stirring stick that attaches to my drill for stirring paint. I'll stick that in there and I'll dissolve the pills that way and then just pour the whole mess into the pool. More progress made. We've got one display totally done, and that's the photo op. Doesn't look like I've changed really all that much, you know, other than adding the hay, which would be about right. Now I did run an extra extension cord, the green one there, which we'll pull out and we'll use to run a couple of lights in the cab of the truck to highlight the skellies that go into it. So we got that going. We still need to get the bench out here, and we won't do that until whenever. The major change, though, if you'll notice, there's no hose on the ground, and that's because running water. We got the ponds filled, and I did end up having to go wading a couple of times. But still too much power coming off of that dang thing. It was way overshooting, so I had to put a board in. I'm going to go down and buy some plexiglass and put a piece of plexiglass in there. And it looks like we're going to need a piece of plexiglass over here too. Just way too much pressure coming off that thing. But the fountain's working. We'll monitor it over the course of the next couple of days and see how it's doing on water level. But probably tomorrow we'll go out, gotta run errands and stuff, and we'll hit a Home Depot and I'll buy a couple pieces of cheap plexiglass. Need to get one at least 2 foot wide, at least. In fact, that's what that piece was 2 feet. So I took the notch out to do those. Probably get another one the same size for over there. But anyway, ponds are in and working, so we're good to go. We'll see how they react overnight, monitor it through the day, and go from there. So ponds are done. Now, next chore, other than getting the Kaylee block semi up, and a new Kaylee block that doesn't fit, all my bigger pieces of stuff are gone. Okay, next piece of business, now that the ponds are done and that's done, is we gotta start getting the towers hooked up and getting the lights out here. We're gonna have 2 green on the rule sign and 2 blue spots. Each of the plaques will be getting a green spot. And then we're going to be doing a red flood aimed up the skeleton. So we'll be doing that. And then plus the arches and their little lamps need to be plugged in. So that is the next order of business, and it's going to take a little bit. I haven't started out front yet. After I shot the last clip, I decided to go in and have lunch. And while I was eating lunch, I'm thinking about the ponds and the fact I need plexiglass. And the fact I don't want to have to stretch the hose out again to refill as that pump is slowly emptying the pond. So, Morgan, the birthday girl, today is her birthday, is going to go with me. We're going to go down to Home Depot and I'm going to see what I can get as far as plexiglass to put in there. And we'll get that finished off because it's bugging me. So we're going to do that, and then we'll get home, get the plexiglass in, and then we will work on the front of the haunt. Okay, just getting done with dinner. Wanted to show you what we've gotten done so far other than the sewer room, and I'll give you a look at that with a better camera later. But let me back up here. That green, the inner is still bright, very bright.
Well, it's also a lot of letters real close together, where the exit is more pulled apart.
Yeah.
Not right on top of one another.
Yeah, I still think I need to take out some lights on that, though. I might redo that, I don't know, but I'm not redoing it now. But you see how bright the inner is, and the hours.
Good.
Yeah, with the hours sign though, you can't even really see it.
Maybe you should put red on it.
Maybe I should put floods on it instead.
Put a flood on it.
Yeah.
got a flood up there with the spots.
Yeah. And then we got that over there, which we showed you last night. I might do that. I might put a flood up there. But we put a spot on each of the plaques. And then I put a red flood up here to highlight this guy. And they all have it. Yeah, maybe more like that. The only one that's really, the red flood aimed up at the skellies doesn't work on is this one. The flood, which is here, needs to be down here underneath the light, but the light blocks it.
But also it could be put here.
Yeah.
Underneath the rib cage.
Yeah, could. I can move it over underneath the rib cage and light it up that way.
I just think where it's at, it's aimed right at the face, and the face is already lit up with the eyes.
Yeah. And that's a possibility. Then the other area we got done, you said you liked this?
Yeah. It's a subtle effect.
Now, the lights in the bushes that you're seeing now are my prototypes of the ones I'm selling. So, you know, that's the effect that we're getting, and it's really highlighting the cobwebbing all the way down. And that's only a light cobwebbing. She's going to go over those again.
Once you get it all done.
Yeah, once it's all done.
Then you figure out how much cobwebbing you want in the graveyard.
Yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to make the change to the hour sign out there, I think, and move the other one underneath the little skeleton.
Good, because I'm getting cold.
Getting those two done. Then we're going to get in here and we're going to start doing some lighting up in here. I probably will not get the graveyard done tonight. That's going on 11 o'clock. I pushed it. I haven't gotten anything edited yet because I haven't been into the house to edit. I've been working strictly out here. And you can see some light. And I'm using the old camera. If I go in the house, go downstairs to get the good camera, I ain't gonna make it back out here. So you're getting this. Live with it. But light boxes. And then what we'll do is tomorrow I will get you. Okay, that's what it was. We'll get the good camera out here. Get you some decent footage. Even got lights up in the trees. We got the well highlighted. Even got the steer's head on back there. That turned out looking neat. I like that, and it shines down on the crypt. So, but anyway, there's a graveyard as it is with this camera, and like I said, I'll get you some better footage with the other camera another night. It's just not going to happen tonight. End of the day wrap up. It is 11:15 p.m. This is the latest I've been out yet. I was bound and determined to get the graveyard lit. Did not make it as far as I wanted to today. Having to go hit Home Depot and then going out to eat for Morgan's birthday and cut into time. Morgan's birthday was a necessary, and that was a fun one. We got the ponds filled, we got the fountains turned on, we got them debugged somewhat. I got to check them tomorrow, see if the ponds have gone down very much. Did not get any night footage with the water. That is coming, along with a good night shot of the graveyard. Did not get the graveyard mausoleum finished. I still got the Scooby-Doo board, the Well from Hell's motor, and the Crypt's motor, and the fogger to all get tied together. And I've got to get the mausoleum lit. Lights in there, and the lights in there won't take long. I was just kind of taking into account. And if I use floods, it's going to be 7 lights. If I use spots, it's going to be 14. So I'm going to have to sleep on it. I'm too damn tired now to think about it. So tomorrow we'll be working on finishing the graveyard, getting the hay in there, getting the mausoleum done, getting the last fence panel, and what little bit of hay needs to be put into there. in. And then we'll be moving on into the pirate. If I have my way about it, we'll get the graveyard, the mausoleum, the pirates, and this courtyard area where I'm sitting at finished tomorrow. The day after that, we'll have to wait and see. I know the clown hallway and the corn hall won't take long. Basically just scuba boards and one red light is all that needs to be done in those two areas. Those two areas will go quick. The water room is another quick one. I've got to get one floodlight in there for the barrel, zombie bait, and the fogger, and the scuba board. So, you know, that'll be a quick one. The gypsy's going to take a while, and the photo op's going to take a while. The witch could be a hard one, or it could be an easy one. It is hard to say. I don't know. See, what is today? Saturday? Or is it Sunday? I can't remember what the hell day it is. I think it's Sunday. Or it will, if it's not Sunday, it will be in 45 minutes. But we are getting there. We are getting so close to being done. Just getting all this lighting in, and it's just, I'm getting to the point where I'm wondering if I'm going to get done in time. So I think we will. But anyway, I'm going to go get this edited and uploaded and go to bed. So stay spooky, stay toxic.